This is the 30th of July, the afternoon of the 30th of July, 2024. Article on a Gateway Pundit written by Jim Hoft on July the 30th. Title: Interns at Kamala Harris' office ordered not to look her in the eye. That privilege was only reserved for senior staffers. Who wants to look at that bitch in the eye anyway? A letter penned in November 2009 by the father of Kamala Harris's intern is making the rounds again. The California Democrat reported how Kamala Harris throws F-bombs around all day and berates her staff. Might that explain why she's got a 92% departure? The father also said his son, the intern, was told to never look Kamala in the eye. This privilege was reserved for senior staffers. Who the hell does this bitch think she is? Huh? Terry McAdder, another side of Kamala Harris. As many of you know, my family has some long political roots. My dad, J. Eugene McAdder, was a San Francisco supervisor and a state senator. Gregory had an eye-opening experience in Kamala Harris' office that none of us expected. For his sake, the month could not pass quickly enough. Needless to say, he was delighted to work in Feinstein's office for the rest of the summer. Feinstein is another whacked-out Democrat. 4 short episodes I would like to share of his month-long internship for Kamala Harris. Senator Harris vocally throws around F-bombs and other profanity constantly in a berating of staff and others. The staff is in complete fear of her, and she uses her profanity throughout the day. Doesn't surprise me. That dumb cocksucker. As Attorney General, Senator Harris instructed her entire staff to stand every morning as she entered the office and say, "Good morning, General." Never once during a month-long internship did Harris introduce herself to her son, as he was only in an office with 20 paid employees, and staff was too intimidated by her to introduce him. The only acknowledgement was a form letter of thanks signed by Harris given to him on his last day of service. Gregory was also given instructions to never address Harris nor look her in the eye, as that privilege was only allowed to senior staff members. I don't know about you, but this is not the workplace of someone who respects her staff. For a woman of color to have employees stand where she enters the room smacks of bygone era that we as Americans deplore and find demeaning. That's exactly why she's doing it. She's a half-baked coon, and she gets off on degrading white people. Furthermore, that she didn't show the quality of leadership skills or even being a decent boss, much less the class to approach Gregory at least once during the month to say, "Hi, I'm camel face on my knees, Kamala Harris. You want a blowjob? Oh, no. And I want to thank you for volunteering my office," is really troubling. And another change for Kamala over the years since she became vice president, the situation is as bad as ever when the staffers leak to the press that she treats people like shit. What do you expect? She's a half-baked nigga. You hear that? You half-baked nigga. You're a woman of color. And you got power, and it's gone to your head. I don't even know if you're a woman, actually. Flat forehead, square jaw, and a hand like mine with the extended ring finger. Go look at it for yourself. This, I think, is another tranny. And that might be why Obama wanted her as VP, to put another tranny in there. I don't think she's long for the role she's in. I think they're going to kick her to the curb in about 2.5 weeks at the National Democratic Convention. I'll attach the link. Let me know what you think. I think she's total garbage. And thanks for listening.